Most people lose their day before it even begins. Not because they're lazy, not because they lack discipline, but because they wake up reactively. Alarm goes off, hand reaches for phone, notifications, messages, emails, news, comparison. And within 5 minutes, your brain is already behind, your stress response activates, your mind starts solving problems that aren't even urgent. You begin your day in reaction mode instead of control mode. And what most people don't realize is this. The first 30-60 minutes after waking up is when your brain is most programmable. It's transitioning from subconscious to conscious processing. Your thoughts are softer, your emotional state is more impressionable. If you control this window, you control the tone of your entire day. Here are 5 morning habits that reset your mind, psychologically and practically. Not extreme, not unrealistic, just effective. Habit 1. No phone for the first 20 minutes. Let's start with the biggest mistake, checking your phone immediately. When you wake up, your brain is in a semi-theta state. It's highly suggestible. The moment you open your phone, you introduce other people's priorities, other people's emotions, other people's opinions, other people's problems, before you've even decided how you feel. This trains your brain to operate in reaction mode. Instead of, what do I want to focus on today? It becomes, what does the world want from me today? That shift is subtle, but powerful. Here's an actionable step. Put your phone physically away from your bed. Not on the nightstand, not under your pillow. Make it so you have to stand up to reach it. When the alarm goes off, stand up immediately. No scrolling, no notifications, no input. Give your brain 20 minutes of neutrality. You're not avoiding responsibility. You're protecting cognitive control. Habit 2. Get light into your eyes immediately. This one sounds simple, but it's one of the most powerful mental resets you can use. Your brain runs on signals, and light is one of the strongest signals it understands. When natural light hits your eyes in the morning, it triggers a cascade inside your brain. Cortisol rises at the correct time. Melatonin shuts down properly. Your internal clock aligns. Alertness increases naturally. If that light signal is delayed, your brain stays in a half-awake, half-stressed state. That's when you feel heavy, foggy, slightly anxious, mentally slow, unmotivated. And most people mistake that feeling for laziness. It's not laziness, it's misaligned biology. Here's the deeper psychological layer. When your brain doesn't fully wake up, your thoughts default to worry. Because an unfocused brain searches for threat. That's why some mornings you wake up and your first thoughts are, what do I have to do? What did I forget? Is today going to be stressful? Light reduces that baseline tension. Action step. Within 5 minutes of standing up, open your curtains fully, or step outside for 2 to 5 minutes. Even just standing on a balcony works. Don't wear sunglasses, let light hit your eyes directly. You don't need perfection, you need consistency. This one habit alone can change your mental tone for the day. Habit 3. Move before you think. Here's a mistake most people make. They wait until they feel ready to move. You won't. Motivation is usually a result of movement, not the cause of it. When you wake up, your brain is looking for the path of least resistance. That's why your mind says, stay in bed, check your phone, just 5 more minutes. Movement interrupts that negotiation. When you move your body, even slightly, you shift from passive mode to active mode. There's a psychological identity shift happening. Instead of, I'm waking up, it becomes, I'm someone who acts. Even small movement matters. It's not about burning calories. It's about sending a signal to your nervous system. Examples: 10 push-ups, 30 jumping jacks, 2 minutes of stretching, a quick walk around your building. Movement lowers morning anxiety because it burns off excess cortisol. It also increases dopamine naturally, which improves motivation and clarity. You don't need intensity. You need proof to yourself that you act quickly. That builds self-trust. Habit 4. Set one clear intention. Clarity beats motivation. Most people start their day with a long mental list. That creates low-level stress immediately. Your brain doesn't like ambiguity. When there are too many open loops, it feels pressure. That's why you can feel overwhelmed before doing anything. So instead of asking, what do I have to do today? Ask, what makes today a win? Just one answer. This reduces cognitive overload. Your brain shifts from survival mode to target mode. Here's why this works psychologically. When you define a win in advance, your brain starts scanning for opportunities to achieve it. Without direction, it scans for problems. Action step. Write one sentence. Today is successful if I. Make it realistic. Make it specific. This creates mental alignment, and alignment reduces internal conflict. Habit 5. Delay external noise. Your brain needs space to stabilize. The moment you flood it with podcasts, music, news, social media, messages, you introduce emotional variables before your mind is steady. Silence in the morning isn't about being spiritual. When you wake up and immediately consume content, you're training your brain to seek stimulation before direction. That weakens focus. Instead, try this. First, 20 to 30 minutes, no media, no scrolling, no random input. Let your thoughts settle. At first, it may feel uncomfortable. That's normal. Most people avoid silence because they're not used to being alone with their thoughts. But over time, silence becomes stabilizing. You become less reactive throughout the day. And that changes everything. Let's quickly bring this together. If you wake up and immediately check your phone, stay in low light, lie in bed thinking, open 15 mental tabs, and flood your brain with noise, you're not starting your day. You're surrendering it. Here's what we changed. Habit 1, no phone for 20 minutes. You shift from reaction mode to control mode. Habit 2, light exposure immediately. You align your biology and reduce baseline anxiety. Habit 3, move before you think. You build action-based identity and lower stress chemicals. Habit 4, define one clear win. You reduce overwhelm and create direction. Habit 5, delay external noise. You build internal authority before consuming the world. Notice something important. None of these require more money, more time, more motivation. They require structure, and structure creates stability. When your morning is stable, your mind is stable. And when your mind is stable, your decisions improve. This isn't about productivity. It's about psychological control. Most people are trying to fix their lives from the middle of chaos. They want better focus, better discipline, less anxiety, more confidence, but they're starting every single day in a reaction mode. And then they blame themselves. You don't need a personality change. You need environmental control. Your brain adapts to what you repeatedly expose it to. If you expose it to urgency every morning, it becomes anxious. If you expose it to structure every morning, it becomes steady, and steady beats intense. Here's something powerful. If you fix your mornings for 30 days, you will feel different. Not because of motivation, because your nervous system recalibrates. You'll notice less impulsive scrolling, less reactive emotion, clearer thinking, more deliberate choices, and those small daily shifts compound. This is how confidence is built quietly. This is how mental clarity is built gradually. This is how self-trust grows, not from dramatic change, but from consistent control. So here's what I want you to do. Don't try to be perfect tomorrow. Just pick one habit. Only one, maybe it's no phone for 20 minutes, or stepping outside for light, or writing one clear win. Do it for 7 days. Then add the next. And over time, your mornings stop feeling rushed. They start feeling intentional. And when your mornings feel intentional, your life slowly follows. If this helped you, we're building more systems like this. Not motivation, structure. Not hype, practical psychological tools. Because real change isn't loud, it's repeated. And if you're serious about upgrading your mind, start with tomorrow morning. I'll see you in the next one.